Hi there, Serial Trader here. I want to do a video on gold, as it looks like a pretty compelling opportunity is shaping up here. And here we're looking at the gold futures chart, but you can apply this to like an ETF like GLD. It's going to be very much the same setup, but I'll just focus on the futures chart for the analysis in this case. And from the March low, I think you can make a pretty compelling 1, 2, 3, and now we're in the 4, and then looking for that wave 5 up. So a impulsive sequence in development. And I mean, we've been in a nice long period of correction since we made the wave 3 peak here on August 7th. And what looks like it's actually a triple zigzag. So very complex, very time consuming, basically faking everybody out in every direction and just frustrating anyone that's trying to play this. But now that it's nearing completion, or appears to be nearing completion, I think a fairly high confidence entry is upon us. So that's why I'm doing this video. So yeah, we got the wave 1, we got the wave 2. Now if we look at the wave 3, so I'll just do a fib pull from our wave 2 termination point up to our wave 3 termination point. So the entire length of wave 3 doing a fib pull, we're right around the 61.8% retracement of wave 3. Now that's normally a little deep for a wave 4, but as long as we don't have 4-1 overlap, it can still be considered a wave 4. And I've just put a little horizontal line here marking where wave 4 would overlap with wave 1, and we're still a reasonable distance away from doing that. So that overlap would come into play here on the futures at 1788.8, and so far we've only gone as low as 1828. Yeah, 1828. So still some breathing room there, but you know what? Even if there was overlap, I mean, it wouldn't mean that this wasn't a triple zigzag and a corrective pattern that would eventually be fully retraced to the upside. That would still be valid. It would just mean that this isn't 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's something else, maybe a 1, 2, 1, 2. But no need to change the count until you're forced to. So for now, counts well as a developing impulse wave to the upside. Looks like we're nearing wave 4 completion there. Okay, I'll just take away that horizontal line and that little fib pull. Now, I think it's interesting because we have this initial A down, and then we have a nice A, B, C, D, E for a B wave, and then C down for our initial wave W. So A, B, C for W. That's your first zigzag. So remember, this is a triple zigzag. So A, B, C for W is your first zigzag. Or no, sorry, this is a no, this is just a double zigzag. A triple would be, well, I can explain that after, but double zigzag. Then we have an A, B, C up for a wave X. So the wave X interrupts the first zigzag and the second zigzag. And now we have A, B, C down for wave Y of the double zigzag. So if you were to get a triple zigzag, it would go like W, X, Y, X, Z. Now, that would be unlikely. Triple zigzags are extraordinarily rare. Even double zigzags are fairly rare. So no need to actually expect a triple zigzag. Of course, especially considering we've already consumed quite a bit more time in wave 4 than we had in wave 2, which is actually good. Normally wave 4 tends to be more time consuming than wave 2, so that's not a problem. And again, we haven't done the 4-1 overlap, so that's also not a concern. So as far as targets go, like let's say we already have the low in place at 1828. Well, we can do some upward targets, so we can do the reverse fib projection of just the entire range of this wave 4, and we'll just do the 1.382 and 2 levels. And 1.32 would get us to 2189, so just about 2200. 2 would get us to 2350. So some pretty nice upward targets. We also have the relationships. So within this developing impulse wave, so let's just say wave 1 and wave 5 were equal in length. If that was the case, and that's one of the common relationships in an impulse sequence, especially if wave 3 is longer than 1. In this case, wave 3 is a little bit longer than 1. Not excessively, but it is longer. So wave 1-5 equality, if we use the current low of 1828. Again, this could be a moving target if we go a bit deeper here, but it won't move a whole lot. Wave 1.5 equality be 2165, so that's close to our 1.32 reverse projection there, reverse fib projection. And then we also have the relationship of the distance traveled in waves 1 through 3 projected off of wave 4, and the 618 multiple of that is another good technical target or a relationship, and that again comes in at 22.5. So you're getting a nice cluster up here, close to 2200. Some decent technical confluence there. Okay. So, I mean, no actual evidence that we've put in a bottom yet. We haven't seen a big reversal yet or anything. But I think we're getting close. This looks like a very mature sequence in both time and price. We're approaching the end of the month, and you often see, major lows or major highs in a particular market near the end of a month or the beginning of a new month. So there's that, just a little timing nuance to look for. And then, okay, well, if we go on the 4-hour chart here, like I'm on the daily here, but if we go on the 4-hour, okay, not seeing a whole lot there. We are nice and oversold on the 4-hour, and you can see previous, significant lows, even within this corrective pattern. We're right there as far as being oversold on the 4-hour time frame. Hourly time frame, nice and oversold again, similar to previous lows we've seen. Now, obviously, we're looking for a much more important low, not just a low within this pattern, but the low of the pattern. But still nice to look for that technical oversold condition, and we certainly have it on the 1-hour and the 4-hour RSI. And if we go on the 15-minute chart, you can kind of make the case that we have, or actually, let's just do the 5-minute chart. I was looking at this earlier. So very possible that you got a little impulse wave up here, so maybe a little initial wave 1 up, and we've worked a very deep wave 2. Now you can see we went down to test that low, 1828. We went as low as, this is after hours, of course, overnight, 1828.2. So a bit of a double bottom there around 1828. In this case, 1828.2. So potentially a little 1, 2. I mean, we need some explosion to the upside to confirm that, but the possibilities here of putting in a significant low and the possibility of catching it, nice and early before it starts getting away is also there currently. That's why I'm kind of bringing this up as I am right now. Anyway, play it as you will. You can just buy GLD or buy GLD calls or do another option kind of spread or whatever you want to do. Or you can certainly play the futures like I'm looking to do, or even futures options. Lots of things you can do with this. But the overall directional outlook here for gold, I think, is pretty compelling that we're going to go on a nice impulsive run to the upside fairly soon once we've confirmed that we've completed this, what appears to be a double zigzag pattern, so WXY. All right, I think I'll leave it there. Do what you will with it, but I just thought it was a compelling pattern to bring to your attention. I'm certainly looking at it myself. All right, Serial Trader signing off.